the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff. Out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Ready, fight!
A quick pass to the left. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Motion from the wide receiver. On the option. Can't get him to the ground. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Grab behind the line. It's Winfield. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
And And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
Get set, get set.
To the ground with the back. Tough, hard-nosed run. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The Sooner Scooter doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas, just safely. Go bananas, go crazy, but, don't do too much and don't, go all over in your seats.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Give to the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Has to get there to move the sticks. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Williams will pass. Finds us back in the middle. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. There he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it to the right side. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run play action. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. And he's got it at the 25. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Let's go!
They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The play action fake. Dances away. Hard running there. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. On the option. Now the pitch. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown Sooners!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Williams looking for a man. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him.
Turning it on. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA in a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about.
Creates a little room. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll run the toss. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Caught behind the line. It's Bryant. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
The kickoff unit is out there, and, boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the ground, it's Robinson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Williams will pass. Using the quick game. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Washington.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Williams looking for a man. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? When they do, It's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he's starting to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
This offense has it with really good field position. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
Here we go.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Might be changing the route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
The Sooners will try to pick it up on fourth down.
Get set, get set.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback extends the play. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
The hand to the running back. He goes out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Williams will pass. Buys a little time with his feet. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Got room on the return. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at his own 6. 8-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Quarterback keeps it. Breaks the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskies.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 8 over BYU. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's the handoff. Got the first down. Looking for more.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll give it to the back. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now adjusting. Fires downfield. Complete downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on second and goal. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Snapped it in the shotgun. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run from the shotgun. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. They knock him down. got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Williams looking for a man. Quickly to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Washington. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. And he's able to pick his... through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for space, it's Robinson. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Snagged in the middle, it's Winfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The corners are walked up tight. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Finding an escape route. There he goes to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Huskies. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He wants to go deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little extra time. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands. It's the Tegna.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
Going to the ground. There he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. The Sooner offense returns to the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He lets one fly deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he...
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. ULM rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The give and tick, 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 tick. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. This quarterback part of their running game. Got the first down and more. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
The give to the tailback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Leaves it with the running back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Calls his own number. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Williams will pass. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So that drive covered 40 yards, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll start this drive going to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
42, Spider.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just dismissing tackles. He's got 69 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Grab near the marker. It's Winfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big move.